City people will fight for their resources. Country people will hunt for them. It's about to get hot. Hi everybody, Vermont Survivalist here. The difference between country survival and city survival. Now this is somewhat of a relationship between a comment that I got between stealth survival. He was talking about Vermont somewhat safe because it's isolated. Yes and no, bro. I agree with you, but I don't. Well, opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one, right? Including me. City people tend to stay away from country people because they think country people, well, dun 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 dun. Want some deliverance type shit. But country people can be assholes too. And the problem is with country people is, well, most of them know how to shoot. They know the game. City, there's more concentration of people. You would have to worry about gangs. You would have to worry about gangs. Mostly peaceful protest. In the country, you don't have to worry about gangs too much. No, you're going to have to worry about that uncle that always brings home that buck. These guys are hunters, true predators. I don't know which is more scary. One guy with a hunting rifle that knows how to use it, or a group of motherfuckers that know the city and knows how to utilize it. Dangers are there. You're not safe anywhere. I don't care where you are. I don't care if you're on a fucking island. You're not safe anywhere. And that's one hunter with a deer rifle. Could you imagine a group of the motherfuckers? Jesus Christ. I think people look at, well, they're just dumb rednecks. Keep telling yourself that. There's a song I love, man. I love very few country songs. But Hank Williams, Country Boy Will Survive. That tells you. I think the more isolated you are, the more alphas you're going to come across. Like if you live in Alaska somewhere, look, there's only certain types of people that live in Alaska. And those type of people tend to know what the fuck they're doing. They run the same game you do. You know? It's like people that live in the city. You know what I mean? They're fighting the same type of people. If they come to the country, they wouldn't have an idea on how to fight that. Because we fight on a different set of rules. The Indians and the colonists. Indians didn't play by the colony's rules. Indians had a tendency of kicking the colonists' asses every chance they got. I mean, take a look at the French and Indian War if you don't believe me. They're just not fighting like gentlemen. I bet you that's almost what's probably going to happen if City decides to come into the country. It's the same thing as a country boy going into the city. I think they're both equally as dangerous. I'll be quite honest with you. Really, look at it. Look at the pros and cons. Dogs barking. You know, it's an interesting thing to think about, to tell you the truth. But I think either way you look at it, the dangers are still there. Because both sides, like I said before, they both know what they're doing. You got gangs that operate. Oh, they're still on operation to this day. And then there are country people that just flat out shitbags. Fuck, I know a few of them. Real dirty, grimy motherfuckers. And the scary part about it is, they know how to use one of these. They're not playing bumping loud music and making a whole lot of noise, making themselves known. These guys are wearing camouflage, creeping in the woods. They're going to come across people that are coming from the city trying to escape. You're going to meet those country shitbags. And they're going to eat them alive. They're going to eat those city people alive. Ooh, it's going to be a sight to see. If it would ever happen. I'm not saying it would. You want to talk about a survival school? That school will be something you will never forget. I mean, that's real survival school right there. You learn from your mistakes. You learn from the dead. You either adapt or you die. It's going to be crazy. People pay to go to school for survival. Can you believe that shit? People pay for that. And the reality is, it might not have nothing to do with a ferrocerium rod, purifying water. That's just basic shit. The real survival part is how well you can adapt to that situation. How well you can learn from the mistakes of the people that fucked up and died. And how well you can adapt that to your cognitive thinking processes. That's the real survival shit right there. You learn from the dead. I don't care if you're from the city. I don't care if you're from the country. There's no such thing as comfort. No such thing as school's out when your life depends on it. You're either fucking dead or you're alive. Well, anyways, that's my video. Survival sucks. Blows, bro. It blows. And there's nothing romantic about it. Vermont survivalists.